Well, we're still continuing with supercomputers. We're going to be doing this for a bit. We're working on the recycled rubber and plastic. That's for the actual supercomputers themselves. So we're going to go and check on... I know where we're up to with that. It's over here. We've got the plastic needs to feed over to the rubber. And we'll head over to those machines, and then it'll be the fuel we'll have to work on. That's going to kickstart the whole process. So there was, let's have a look. I think it's this floor here. Yeah. It's this one here. So the output of the plastic from this, which we're going to move, that has to go over to the rubber factory. Now, I reckon I've made a few notes here. Right, so next building over. Yeah, this building here. I'm going to come a floor down. I should be able to come across there. We'll check that out in a sec. So it is... this one here. So that needs fuel and rubber. That needs plastic and fuel coming in. So we need to bring the plastic over here. And that's the rubber goes out. The rubber's already been routed. So it's this one that needs to go. I'm just going to do this one first. We'll come back and do that one in a minute. So if this was to go out, I'm just going to see if I can locate. So that there. Right, so that, it could come out here, I think. I think there. That is the... Let me just check. Yeah, that's it. That's the right height. So that one to there. So this is the plastic coming in over to the rubber. Right. Perfect. Yeah. Now I think, how does this work? Yeah, I thought so. So this one here, it's going to go to here. There. I hope this lines up. There's nothing blocking the way. I don't think there is. No. So that can come into here. And I'll just drop it down to go over that way. We can ignore that deadlock warning because that's just a... that will disappear in a sec. It's just the game sorting itself out when it first loads up. Alright, so this... Flickering's bad. No wonder they put the warning for epilepsy in the game. Alright, so that's there, so that's... We can come to here. Where are we? I've got some trucks here. I'm going to give them a couple of minutes to sort themselves out. We'll just see what happens. It's this one here. We might even... Oh, I want to go up one, don't I? No, we'll do this. Hold on. I'll just do that. There we go. So that'll be the incoming in plastic. Let's go and hook it up at the other end and let that plastic... Oh, hold on. I didn't do my overflow. Ronan, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Well, then that's pretty easy to do. I can put the overflow here. Put that there, and then I can put the merger no, missed it. I had it on the right one. There, like that. Yep. So there, I reckon. That to there. So straight ahead is plastic. And left is overflow. This gives me opportunity to finally fix that up. Right, so I'm going to grab this one. That one there. And let's get rid of this. And some of these that we don't need. That looks better. Right. Perfect. Now, it would appear as my forward arrow is stuck down. We'll hook it up at the other end, and the plastic will start flowing. Let's go do that. We have to go up a floor. But I'd say what we're going to do is this. We'll just go along here. Oh, if I go on a floor too far, I had. So in here, it should be this one here. Our heavy oil residue has dropped down too. That's great. Everything's back to how it should be. Because it wasn't sinking at the other end. Right. So I need to get rid of this. Alright, that can still go in there. Now I was thinking that's fine there, I think. That probably might come down a bit further across. Well, actually, yeah, well. Or, better yet, Let me just double check something. That one hasn't been done yet, has it? Turbo ammo. Plastic is for the turbo ammo. Did I do it again? That one? I have no idea what happened there. Oh no, no. Hold on. Yeah, no, it is. That's supposed to be going. I don't know what's happened with the. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was the heavy oil residue. Maybe it was just required for the turbo ammo. I'd say that's what it is. But that would say that. But I'm not going to question. Right now, I'm not going to question that. So what I'm going to do is here. Yeah, right about here. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, hey, it's actually here. So it could be, well, here. Yeah, I might do that actually. So if that's going to be there. It. Alright, I'm going to put this in the middle. Right, so that now should be able to go to that height there. And then this I might put that there. That's perfect. Alright, so that's now coming out there. That's perfect. There's no clipping. It's working as it should. So that is actually built. That's that one done. Okay, the next one is let me just go and have a look at the rubber. So we still have to bring the fuel into here. That's fine. But this one here needs 39.375 plastic. Right. Which is this one here that I haven't built yet. So let's go back and find out where that's going to be built. And then we'll hook it up, and then we'll work out the next. We need to work out where all the fuel's coming for all these. Just making sure I haven't built it already. I don't think I have. It's always worth checking. And this is all that's for computers. That's the Newton Obelisk. It's the turbo, it's the homing ammo. It's that one, it's that one, it's that one, alright. Right, these are all turbo fuel. And then I think it's the same again. Yep. Right, adaptive control units. Yep, and these are all accounted for. Yep. That one is that. Okay, so this is new. We haven't run the fuel in yet. We're going to get to that. Right, so that's all of those. That's overflow. Alright, so next floor up. Alright, that's the top of the building. We need to make another floor. Alright. Well, let's do it. So... Well, this is definitely the tallest building in my city. think we'll get the power up first. So do that there. Oh, have I reached the max height of an elevator? I may have. No, surely not. Personal elevator. Not going any higher. Let's have a look at the wiki. You can build a maximum of 25 floor stops for a single elevator. I haven't got 25 stops. The elevator has a maximum height of 196 meters. That's where that's it. That's where I've gotten. So what we'll need to do is put one next to each other and do a swap over. That's just going to go to there. No, I don't like that. I'm going to do this. Yeah, 192 meters, so 196 is the total. I wonder what happens if we have both next to each other. They both keep playing the same song louder. Here it is. That one's floor is a bit different to that one. Dunno. Oh, I know why. Maybe. There we go. Supported. Okay, now. I did have a new refinery design, didn't I? Yep. Okay, so I'm just having a look here. This is what I'm making. One. This is the last plastic refinery for this entire build. And I reckon, so in that case, I'm just going to put one here. The output's that way. Right. Katie, you might fart and hide, but someone who can smell you around. What's going on? Refinery. Alright, this is going to be recycled plastic at 65.625%, which will make 39.375. Perfect. Right. Good morning and evening. Good morning, evening. Oh, that's, yes. It's a bit of both, isn't it? It's a bit of how it works in the streaming world. After building all of that, I'll just put a roof over it and deal with it later. I think we did pretty well. So that's the tallest building so far. I don't know if it will be the tallest building overall though. We won't know until the end of the build, to be honest. Waiting to go charity shopping. The shops don't open for another 35 minutes and you're very impatient. That is quite a dilemma, isn't it? Quite the dilemma indeed. Sounds like good times in store for a bit of charity shopping. Let's put the remaining staircases in. Hook the power up, and then we'll be set. Now these ones were correct. There's not going to be a tall building on that side anymore. I just have to fill in that gap with the beam. You're hoping to get some vampire books and some smart and maybe a toy too for your niece, but I'm here to dance until then. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Everything's available at the thrift shop, that's for sure. That one lined up differently, I think because I did. This one is... we made some changes. Alright, we'll go to the other side and tidy it up. Oh, sounds like a good day is in order. We'll go over here and sort this one out. Right, so this here and I'm also going to take this down here, so we've got power to the other side of the building. There we go. Perfect. You got the dentist too, and I'm going to keep my eyes open the whole time. Fair enough. It can be a very daunting place, the dentist, sometimes. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't think I'm going to need it. Alright, so this here I'm going to put a, where are we? My refinery sign. This is for the next part is rubber. It's for supercomputer. And my input is rubber at 19.6875. And fuel. And then the output is plastic. It's going to output 39.375. Like so. And there's nothing here. Right. How is the lady human? No, she's doing well, thank you. Yeah, she's living her best life. So the next line, that's for rubber. Rubber comes in, plastic goes out. It's very confusing. Alright, I should be able to, I reckon, where's the, yeah, I should be able to go straight down there. If I go down, then I can go straight across. So if that goes straight across, there will be also an output from here that I want to account for. So what I might do is, so this is the output. I'm just going to make a note here. That one there. So then if I, over here, can do that, and then I can do that, like that. Sponger, hello or welcome. Good to see you there. That'll be fuel coming in. This side here, there's no fuel. So we're just going to get rid of that. Right, so now I need to bring over to here. We need to bring this one. I'm going to go, so we need to go for a journey down. Now this is where it might get difficult, so maybe in the middle here. That could work. That's not the lowest floor. What floor are we on there? It is. Yeah, okay. And that could go. I'd say that could go to there. We'll deal with that in a sec. So let's go up. Oh yeah, that'll be alright. We will go... So that's going into... Right. So we want to do that. To there. And then I reckon... to there. That's it. Right. Is it this floor? No, we've got to keep going. Keep coming down. Oh, hold on, I missed it. Oh yeah, because it's right here, isn't it? This is the floor. So I reckon we'll be going to here. So that one to there. It's heading in. Right, so then that goes to there. Let's finish running that back. Now that's going to hit that there, but I can just shuffle across. And put it there. Is there any reason why I wouldn't drop it down now? Can't see no reason why not. Did I allow for that? I did. But this is the other side, which is even better. So that would be coming this way. Is that right? done the wrong one. I'm supposed to be, yeah. Let me double check. Yeah, I've done the input. I need to do the output, which means all my belts need to be redone. That's so annoying. Let me double check. So if I do this, yeah, I'm supposed to be sending. Alright, let's redo it all. It's not just the belts, it's the lifts. That's the bit that really hurts. Actually, this one here. So it's that direction there. That, and now let's just hook all the lifts. It's not too bad. It's not a massive amount to redo, but it's still annoying. I'm just glad I didn't. I was going to put all the falls in as I went. I thought I'll probably come back here in a sec and do the other direction, which I am, but not in the way I intended. Plastic's going to the rubber. So now this goes to there. Right. So now, one sec. Why would Google Sheets sign me out while I've got it open? And now I'm no longer on that spot in my spreadsheet, which is annoying. Alright, so I'm just going to go like that. Oh yeah, of course it's not going to do, because they're maximum distance. Right, so it goes like that. And now this goes down here. Now I hope it reaches. No, it doesn't go this way, it goes the other way. So I should be able to go the same all the way along until I get to here. So for that one there, we might actually just wrap around. Yeah, we might do that actually. Let me bring it back this way. So come around here, around here. So if it's that one there, and I want it to be... Okay, so I need to deal with overflow as well. So why don't I put the smart splitter here. Like that. Or probably if I put it there, probably better. If I put it there, it's better. So straight ahead's plastic, and to the right is overflow. Then I can do that, like that. Yeah, put that one there. And then that there and there. So this is feeding into here. And it's going to come along that. Alright, we'll get rid of those, what we don't need. Beautiful. Right, this. So the next one is here. Will it reach? Yeah, it will actually. Right, let's see if that reaches. I won't reach there. It'll reach. This will reach to here. Right, that's going to make it to there. And then I just need one of these here. Perfect. And then that is that complete. That gets around to here. We don't have the fuel coming in yet. We'll get to that. But that is all into here. Then this out, we've built this out. I've built that. I think. That's going to output 78.75 rubber. Yeah, so we've built that one. Now, this needs 19.6875 rubber. Which is this one here. So I've got to build this one now. It's such a rabbit hole of chasing your tail. So that's the next floor up. I'll build another floor. Have I already built another floor and not used it yet? Let's have a look. I have not. Alright. Well, before we do that, I'm going to quickly go to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I'm back. And as I build this next floor here, I'm going to mute myself and chew on some lollies. So, enjoy not hearing me eat lollies. I'm just trying to remember if I did 2. I just did 1 per... Yeah, right. Okay. I'm going to leave that bump one there, but every other one is going to have just a corner. That's not... There we go. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it there. Anyway. Still works. think I may be doing 2 floors. But not just right now. I think I'm making 9 rubbers for the supercomputer, for the computers, but we're not up to that yet. That's right. We're not going to focus on that just now. Let's just focus on our manufacturers, our refineries. So inputs on this side. That's the one I want. Can I fit more? I think I can fit one more. What have I got here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I think 10's the most I can fit. That's flush there. Yeah, I think that's... I could center it a bit more, to be honest, so that's... That's right on the edge. If I went 2 across, I think it would be alright. So that's where it is currently. I reckon if I went... Oh, got the wrong one. Which one do I want to start with? The 3? Yeah, okay, the 3. There, that's where it is right now. Sorry, I'm curious, how many can I fit? If I was to go there, that's really close. It's 1, 2, 3. I think we can fit 10, to be honest. Four, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. That's 10, 11. And the pole, yeah. This is looking not too bad, to be honest. Yeah, I'm glad I double checked. 11's really good. It's a nice amount. So now, Where's the elevator? Over there. Alright, so the power's connecting on this side. So let me put so that would go, that actually would go certainly upping our power. Maximum consumption. Yeah. But we're not building yet. It's just that all the machines are hooked up. We're not producing on all the machines that are in place. Ah, this one here is the wrong one. It's got to be that one there. Glad, hello, welcome. Good to see you there. That's it. That's better. Right. Now, I'm going to start on this end, I think. So I'm making 19.6875 rubber to feed over to plastic. Plastic is the 9.84375. Which I think is this one here that's already made. The rifle ammo. Yep. This is the kicking off plastic that kicks the whole process off. Rightio. Which one am I making? That one there. So then that needs to go here. Like that. Now that so back to the rubber. This is the one I'm making. So we're going to start with this one here. We're making recycled rubber at 32 or at 100%. No. 100%. Ah, okay, no. $32.8125. Perfect. Right. That's making the right amount out. Perfect. So there's no fluid output on this one. Gazalanche coming in with a lurk, no worries. Thanks very much. Perfect. Alright, so this one here, you know what, I'm gonna update my blueprint. I think it's blueprint Mark 1 for the refinery signed. Load blueprint, logistics. Because I want to get rid of the extra space that's in all this. I'm going to put this here as plastic. And I'm going to put this as supercomputer. Alright. So in is plastic. At 9.84375. And then fuel. Right, is the other in. Out is rubber. Its output is 19.6875. And this bottom one is nothing. Right, we'll save that and make sure I get my spacing correct. I did. Save, yes, clear, close, delete. Right. Put that there. So that is that one. So this rubber coming out, we'll deal with the output first, which I think in this case I'm going to go out the roof, through the roof, straight down. then that will go into a power connector. So maybe that's not that wise. Right, so that. Now this has got to go all the way up the roof, the top of the other one, but I want to use as much as the lower stuff as possible, so let's go and see. I could go that one there, I reckon, under that pipe. Let's just see what's going on in the inside, if that's allowed. Yep, that seems okay there. And then it needs to go up. So let's see. There's a chance is that a spot that can be used there? Coming down. That looks like it could be. So going up, can I fill in this hole here? I think I could. I don't think there's anything stopping it. Oh, I've got to mute myself for a sec while Randy barks. I just seemed to be one solitary bark. That was it. Must have seen something that needed to be barked at. Alright, so this is... We'll start from up here, where it begins. So this one will actually wrap a bit nicer. I reckon that would actually work better. Like that. Yeah. It's going to be there. Yeah, no, that would work. So what do we got here? This is going into the machine, alright? So that is going to be like that. So can't go there like that. But what it could do is do exactly what this one's done. Oh no, it's going to there. Okay, so that, you idiot. Like that. And that reaches there perfectly. And that feeds the input of that one. So this is my input, and my input says 19.6875 rubber. That's perfect. Alright, so let's take this all the way down. Got a bit of a wall of belts going on here. And it's going to come down to here. Oh, Randy. Everything needs to be barked at. I think this is coming from the rubber. So that to here. Looks pretty good. Right, let's lead that back. Right, so this here what are we? 1, 2, 3 up. Right, so it's coming in here. This is the output here. And I want it to go that's this here. So, and then I can just go I can go up or down. I think I'll go down. That, no, well, hold on. This here, so the most it can go is without clipping there. So if I did that, and I did that, then this, oh hold on, no, I don't want to do that. think instead I'll do this. I'll grab that there. That's that spot there. That. To here. And that's going to go like that to here. Why did I get my... Oh no, that's why. So I didn't get anything wrong. It was wasn't my fault. Rightio. So that was the output from the rubber heading over to the plastic. And now we just need to go I need to send to the input on this side. Let's go up a floor. Oh, I need to put another one of these here. Let's get sidetracked. Gotta get my aesthetics right. There we go. So this one here, my input here of 9 plastic. I'm going to was there, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, all right. Right. So now this is my plastic I need to bring in. It's on the second floor over there. And it's going to come over to here. Oh, if it's on the second floor, hold on. Then why am I going down? I'm pretty sure it's on the second floor. Let's go have a look. I remember I missed some of these. This is one of them. It's the rifle ammo. This one here. The plastic from this, which currently I'm just sinking, which we're going to stop that happening. I'm going to send it over here. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, so it's going to be... Let's have a look. This one here. So I'm going to take that sync output here, right, so that one there. Yeah, is this high enough so it doesn't clip? I think I'm going to have to do a double jump. Because that's in the way. That's the same height as that one there, and I want it to be there, but that's clipping in. So I'm going to come down there and do that. So there. Alright, so we can get to there. This might back up a little bit while I sort this out, but it's not going to be for long, I'll tell you that. So I'm going to do that. to there. Right, that comes up, that cuts around, heads over here. Let's go outside. So that would go there. Again, I don't have stairs on this side. I think that was intentional. Ah. This is our input side here. No, it's going to be there. I think I'll just redo that one. That might reach. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Actually, it's not, because I haven't done my overflow yet. So I might put the overflow that's perfect. I might put it there. Plastic. Right. So in that case, we're going to put, I think I'll put that there. That'll go there. Possibly I'm going to put that there. Now the overflow for this, I want to put it on that line there. I'm going to run it up high, up here with this. So let's do a merger. Like that, but there. So in that case, I might put that one there. That's it, right. Everything looks good. Alright, so this is where I want to bring this up. And then we do like that to there. That deals with that overflow. Perfect. And then, yeah, that's the overflow dealt with. I can probably put the roof on this now, to be honest. So really the next step is all the fuels. Working out where all that fuel's coming from, which I think the fuel is coming from, I don't know, I don't want to guess. We're going to go and look at the spreadsheet. Someone's smart calculated it in the past. Smart, that being me. Okay. So do I work it backwards? So this rubber needs fuel. Let's have a look in my fuel sheet. What have I put? I think it's in the unpackaged fuel. That's it. That's all of them here. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. I've got to make 5 machines by the looks of it. And that is being made with diluted packaged fuel. I think I just realized. Yep. Oh yeah. So that's all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. And this one is already made. So unpackaged fuel. $39. This is where it gets complicated. Rubber F20, right. Plastic R20, rubber G20 plastic. Well, and that's coming from heavy oil residue. So that's what the petroleum coke here not petroleum. Yeah, what is, isn't it? Richard, hello, welcome. Good to see you. That's what the byproduct of the rubber. This is it here. Yeah, okay. There you go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the heavy oil residue byproduct from the rubber that's being made for the supercomputers which I haven't made, so they're the 9 I've got to make now. That is going to create, that's all going to be allocated to the that production line. How am I doing? It's been a while. I'm doing very well, thanks, Richard. Just hanging out. I had a relaxing Christmas, New Year, not doing too much, and yeah, just chilling. Randy, what a time to come in and have a pat, distract me from what I'm doing. Come on, up you get. Wait. Yeah, no, you don't need to lick that. Come on. There's a little scratch on my leg. He's like, yeah. What about yourself? What did you get up to over Christmas, New Year? Honey? So now I need to make these 9 rubber refineries. And that output, perfect. Now I know what's going on. Hey? Oh, Randy. Which I've just made the refineries. I've just got to configure them. Send the heavy oil residue over. And then sink and also deal with the any extra. I'll just, what do you say? I will petroleum coke. That's it. The parents-in-law moved about 300 kilometres away. They were over 1,000, so we caught up with them a fair bit. And that's cool. Family time and a bit of travel. Yeah, 300 kilometres isn't very far in the grand scheme of things. Hey? Yeah, well, I'm about 600 kilometres from where you are, so it's much closer. All right, come on. Where you're from, 300 kilometres is a shopping weekend. That's right. That's exactly right. Okay, this is great. There should actually be, this is what I'm looking at, this computer supercomputer Pioneer, that rubber. There's also this one here. I'm making the rubber. Yep, and that heavy oil residue also gets dealt with. Yeah, because I interlinked them. Right. So that's actually, I've got to make 9 machines and 10. That fills up this floor. That's actually pretty cool. You're currently working from home, so you'll look in the background. Certainly enjoy listening to you working. No worries. Thanks, Richard. Enjoy my wonderful voice while I try and figure out this recycled rubber and plastic. There's a lot going on here, but it all is all making sense. Well, I'm going to do, so there's 9. There's 9. That's slowly filling up, I'm sure. That's not going to start to sink. I think I just changed to this. Yeah, that. And then do I think I delete. Yeah. Alright, so I need to go. Do I delete or do I? Yeah, I do, don't I? I don't know. I don't think I will. Well, if I do this... You know, that lines up directly. Yeah, no, okay, alright, okay. I got a little bit of deleting to do. This is the input side. Right. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just do the 9 because that other one's different. It's not going to be... Right. I made this blueprint, but kind of thinking, too late. Right, so that's 9 on that side, and also do the 9 on this side. Yeah, I didn't think about that, whether I use the blueprints. I should use the other blueprint that didn't have all the supports in it, but anyway. I did, and that's what I'm going to have to live with. Now these... So we do this like that. We turn on blueprint auto connect, and I've got that there. Now this is just crude oil coming in. So I think I'm going to do it there. That there. And that there. Yeah, there's no solid inputs. And this one as well needs to go. On the back side, this is going to be rubber and heavy oil residue. It's weird sometimes the way it works. That's those. Right, now on this side, I'm going to put so it's that there, but I need if that's 9, then it's going to be 8, 7, 9, 8, 7, 6, I think. That's it. I can't remember if I did. No, I just left it. Yeah. And then I think I'll get up and over that because I'm going to pump up. Yeah. And there will also be this one here. So I think I'll do what if I did that there? That might be exactly what I want. Will it? Or no, the pipe's going to clip into that, so I probably want 10. to there. And I think I need... So this one here, I should be able to go straight up. I might ditch this. Alright, and then put that there. And I need that. There. So now this goes there like that, and this goes there. Close. Is there? I reckon we put another one there. That to there. And that to there, and then we'll go down and we'll get our oil. Let's configure these. So this is going to be 9 residual rubber. No, 9 rubber. At 75%. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this one here is going to be running at 119.7%. Okay. I will get that into there in a minute. I'll bring the oil up in a minute. But next is I'm going to send the output product. So I might put these I'm going to put the same over here. Number 6. Now, hoping I'm not going to have height issues here, but we'll find out. So 10. That is to there. I'm going to go 12. Alright, so I'm going to go merger. There. That's just because I'm getting higher than that. Let me just check something. That's 8. Let's just theoretically say that goes there. No, it's not going to go there. It'll have to be there. I think. So I need to do this first. I'll do a couple. There's 10. And that one's 9. That's 8. This is now, I don't think I'll need I'm going to make a change here. Just trying to think. No, I'm going to leave that there. I'm happy with that height, so I just need I'm going to go there. So that's those 3. I need to come to here for that one. And come to here for this one. Like that. Alright. Guys, peace out. Super cool. No worries. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, chat to you later. Need to go back to here now. Now that's annoying-ish. Yeah, okay. We're going to do all these like this, are we? So that would mean... that to here. Right. So this is 16. What? No. Oh, you idiot. I went to the wrong lift. Holy moly, dig lad. 5 years, 1 month, 24 days, 23 days. Wow, that's a long time ago. 22. 22. .5 years. That was the start during the start of COVID. That's exactly right. That's when I was streaming full time. 15. That was a while ago. Interesting times it was. Right, let's support. I'm gonna go with those being supported by the lifts. That is a common thing. This one's not. I'm going to get rid of a lot of these supports. I need to do this from this side. Get rid of that. Stays. You sometimes miss the compactness of the world from back then. Things were simple. Work be with the closest families, do groceries and make the best of it. It was an interesting time. It certainly made some people closer. Shinzo, hi, welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Get rid of that. And this one here. It definitely opened up working from home. Before COVID, working from home was something that was difficult to convince your boss of. And then suddenly, yeah, everyone's going to do it. And then once it was in place, it's been hard for people hard to take it away from people. Alright, so this output here and this output here need to go over to the computer factory, and I think instead of going this way, I think we'll go through the fuel factory along the back edge of it here and feed in this way. Do I have a cut across into there? I do, yeah. We're going to do that. Through that one and into that one. So let's have a look. So I've got some of it's going to come into here. One of them lines is going to come into here. And the other one is I have to split and join them, that's right. Do I do it? I put what it all is here. 135 rubber. That's that one there. Yep, okay. So I have to split the product between these two, which isn't hard to do. All I will do is bring the product in. I was thinking I might change this a bit. It's not really going to matter actually. suppose I could come in here and split it, still split it. And some going that way and the rest going that way. That might work. Alright, well the first thing being rubber. Oh, there's only three products, that's right, not four for these. Right. So we'll try rubber at the higher up one. So let's say I have it's a splitter of 5. Okay, right. If I had this is that going to be a problem? I don't think so. I think rubber will actually let's try it. If I had that there, I've got to need to make some. I suppose it would be there. And in this case it'd be here. No, wait, no, we have to go out to here. That's alright. We're working it out as we go. Right, so the question is, let's go here. I put this in the wrong spot. Oh, let me just get a splitter for a sec. That splitter and attach it there, like that. Oh, I did have it right. Storage containers the wrong way around. Now it's too close. I'm just going to do this. I'm just testing. What I'm testing is, does the rubber clip as it comes under here? No, it doesn't. It fits perfectly. It's designed to be that way. Perfect. Just as I intended. That's rubber input from that direction. And then we've got from this direction. Alright, Randy's barking about something. Bear with me a sec. He seems to have calmed down quickly, which is a bonus. There we go. So that's the rubber coming in. Now that there, I might try and aim for this and that to be rubber. And then, so if that's the case, I might have, how did I design this one? I got rid of that one. So I might have the rubber coming in here for this one. So let's see if I can get I think that's the right one. So I wanted that to be Mark III. That's incorrect. And that to be Mark I. So if that's the Mark III, that would be there. How far can I get at this? It's got to go where? Here? Here. All right. Alright, so that's incorrect. I've placed that in the wrong spot. I'm going to fix all of this now. Right, that's perfect. That's our Mark III rubber coming in. And then the other ones are going to come into here. So this one might, yeah, do that. That's exactly what I wanted. So, be glad got to go this morning working from home. Now I've got a meeting at the office. Have a good one, Smirk. Thanks again. Not a problem, Dick Lad. It was good to catch up with you. We will chat soon, no doubt. This one, can I go? No, I've got to go, say, here. That's our rubber coming in. Perfect. Right. Now let's take it back. So we've got Mark III there. Now I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec. Right, well, we're going to run this back to the rubber refineries and then we will wrap up stream, I think. Let's have a look here. Can I go there? So that's 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look inside and see if that is allowed. We're right on top of that height. I prefer to be lower. Maybe I might go these two. This one and that one. We'll make that work. Double check that. Yeah, that should be fine all the way through. Rightio. So let's figure out how to make that bit happen. I'm just wondering, do I make it? I think I'll What I'll do here is what's through here? That's the unknown factory. Alright, so this one, okay. I feel like adjusting it on the inside. So like this one here, alright, I'm going to try and do that. Alright, so there. Oh, I can go that way. No. Just trying to avoid that's blocked off anyway. Way higher up. So that won't matter. Right, over here. So there would be, I think, that one there, that one there. That's what I want. I think. That's what I want to bring him in as. We can do that. I just need to adjust. I just need to change some stuff. So I reckon then if I have this one as rubber, so I'm going to get rid of this. That's going to be any until I define it. Now this rubber is going to be a different direction. So this one would be the bottom one. That one. Right, so one there. There. That's it. Right, so Mark 3's on the bottom. Sweet. And then maybe I think what I might do actually is put this here like this. Yeah, I like that better. But these are way up. What? No. Far out. It's a satisfactory way to delete and rebuild. Over and over and over and over. Right, Mark 3's on the bottom, let's go. These don't exist anymore. So I reckon we're going to go here again. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? No, this one's fine. So I'd say this one will go to here. The Mark III, this one here. That'll go to here. Like that. So I didn't need that one or that one. That's fine, right? No, it's got to go to here. Oh God. How did I get a job in this factory? Bottom is Mark III. Sweet. Alright, now we will just I'm going to go with so you're here. We'll go with 1, 2, 3, 7. Let's test that before I go any further. Nope. Ooh, that's 7 there, and then we might make it. Right. Let's bring those belts in, along, around, through. That's the wrong place. Anthropolid, good to see a fellow pioneer. Hello, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, that's right. Rightio. That's to there. Do I have the pleasure? Wow, I do. That should go there. Ah, not there. What are you working on in your factory, Anthropolid? So this. This one. You need some supercomputers, but I think I'm going to work on them on the other side of the map. Then bringing them with trains, so that's what I'm working on. Sounds like a good plan. I'm working on supercomputers at the moment. This is my rubber factory we're about to enter. And this is the rubber for the computers. And the heavy oil residue will be used to turn into diluted fuel. Packaged fuel. And then we will be making recycled rubber and plastic for everything else. Right, so I'm going to run that to here, and then I'm going to drop them in the floor. So let's go upstairs for a sec. Right, so I reckon I will go...
Buckle up, there's a raid incoming.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, track number 7, for the raid of 22 viewers.
Track number 7's coming in with a raid. Welcome, folks. I'm dropping them a follow. It's that simple. Just click that love heart icon. Last playing Satisfactory. Awesome. How are you today? What's been happening? What have you been up to? Yeah, what no? Welcome.
Hey, Smackin', you just got a follow.
Thank you, What No, for the follow.
Nice emotes there. Oi, you must be Aussie. You just started playing the game. Welcome to the end of your life. Played Star Rapture and didn't like the EA jank. Guess what? I've played Satisfactory when it first went into EA, so you're now at the other end of it. Star Rapture will get there one day, I'm sure. Alright, that's going to be an in, so that should be fine. Cricket Lord, welcome. Good to see you. Yep, that's why you went to Satisfactory. Well, yeah. You'll really like Satisfactory because there's it's a very chilled out game. That's for sure. Track really struggles building and then just dishes it out to be all the game's fault. I don't know what you're talking about. That never happens to me. Why do you have a big land whale golden ass in your face? Well, this is the statue you get. You can pick up the statues, and like here's the statue here, and when you look in it tells you right there the equipment slot is hand. That's where it goes. It goes in a hand slot. Simple as that. I've been giving him tips to build. I don't think he's ready for the stuff you build yet. Well, you know, it just takes a little bit of practice. We're working on rubber here. So, and this is an alternate recipe part of it, what we're doing here. Look. Okay. So, I've got this spreadsheet, right, that I'm following, and it's telling me what to do. And I've just built 9 of these. And I've just built 1 of these. And like, if I go to the start of the spreadsheet, this is my overview, and this is all the products in the game that I'm building on the left hand side where my head is. That's everything in the game you can automate. So it's not much to do. You can just do it there. It's all ready. Look, you can grab a copy of this spreadsheet, you know, go to my website, check it out. So yeah, it's not complicated at all. But don't worry, I've been playing for a while, so it's okay to be scared. In all seriousness, just enjoy the game and don't listen to what anyone tries to tell you about how you should play the game, because there's only one way, and that's your way. Right, okay. So that one is that, and then this one over here, we're going to do that as well. So its output is here. Fair call? Yeah, absolutely. It's a great game. The good thing about Satisfactory is it doesn't matter what pace you go at. It doesn't matter what speed you go at. You just get there in the end. There's no pending doom coming to destroy your base, or you gotta hide because there's some rapture call event happening. You know, look, these there's no glitches in the game like this where the bits of the conveyor lift are missing. That's not a problem in this game at all. Alright, so that's... I'm going to bring these back here now. Right, so there's one here. Yeah, that was fun the first few times in Star Raptor, but just when you want to build, it's a pain in the ass. I've watched people play Star Rapture, so I can't say from experience, but from watching people play it, it seems like I don't think the mechanics worth it. However, I did have someone say to me that it's a bit like Satisfactory telling you you've been playing the game for 2 hours, and it could be that is somewhat of a removes you from the atmosphere of the game. So in that sense, Star Rapture does answer that well. Like, it gives you something themed as part of the game, but still I don't buy it. I'm sorry. So I'm just connecting up some rubber here. Unfortunately, you've caught me at a time where I'm going to wrap up stream in about 10 minutes. Because I've been working on this for a bit. In this playthrough, I have a building for every product. So this is just rubber, this building, and it goes up a couple of floors. There's a just plastic building as well. There's a just everything. There's lots of just buildings. One for every product. So, and I'm trying to build a big city. That's the goal. So I reckon. I think that's what I want. Something's not right here. Right, that's what's going on. Put it here. So what I'm doing here is I've got blueprints of the ceiling supports. You can't zoop them out. So I have some blueprints for the ceiling supports. Very meticulous build, this one. Everything's got to be just right. I reckon. And I'll just get rid of the ones I don't need. But feel free to raid and run, by the way. Don't think you've got to hang around. There's no obligation. Alright, that is done what I wanted. I've got that running all the way back. The next episode I'm going to hook up the crude oil, but that's not today. And also then we have to deal with where all that heavy oil residue goes and all sorts of things. So that's going to be fun. So I've got trucks running everywhere. I've got 29 trucks automated. Did those trucks sort themselves out? They did. Perfect. I got trucks everywhere. And trains. But yeah, as you can see, I have a building for everything. And it all interconnects. For the stuff that's got to go one place, goes to the next place, and so on and so on. So that's my biggest building is my plastic factory. Oh, we ran out of power. Holy crap, holy shit. Yeah, we've been going for a while. We're about, how many hours are we in now? 555 hours. There you go. But yeah, everything's automated. But this isn't like a massive build like I'm trying to make gazillions of everything. I'm just making usually 3 machines of every product. Which means I then have to make all the backup supporting production lines for those other. So that's where it starts to grow. I'm not trying to make a million mega whatever. We made 7 coupons today. Right. But just like you, I'm going to do a raid and run. But if you want to, that link I put in there earlier with the spreadsheet, almost the save for this playthrough is there. You can get the save file from every episode if you want to download it. It's all on YouTube as well. So if you want to get in and have a explore around, download the save and put it on and have a bit of a look-see and see what you like. All right, folks. What a day. We got we've been continuing working on the recycled rubber and plastic for the supercomputers. So all of the solid products, the rubber and the plastic that go backwards and forwards to build up to what I need, they're all belted. I'm now working on the fluid products, so the heavy oil residue and turning that into the fuel and getting that fuel to all of those. That's what's got to happen next to get all this working. So we've just finished belting the rubber to the computers for the supercomputers, and the heavy oil residue from that rubber is what's going to provide all the fuel for the remaining to make all that recycled rubber and plastic. So complicated, but I'm just following my spreadsheet that I set out, and it seems to be making sense. So I mean, it's good when those things make sense. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening or night, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.